Okay, so to recap, this girl and I decided to rent a car and drive through the southern United States during COVID-19. We left New York City, drove through Chesapeake, Virginia, stopped in Columbia, South Carolina to see the Trump parade, and now we're headed to Savannah, Georgia, and the oldest city in the country, St. Augustine, before we fly home. There's just one problem.
The virus is spreading rapidly in the South, and
though we just arrived in Charleston, South Carolina, and we're trying not to die.
The Charleston slave market. Alright, we made it to Charleston. The pools are open in Charleston. The pools are open right down there. 30 minutes ago at 5 o'clock, apparently the mayor issued an executive order demanding that every resident wear masks. So we'll see what happens. Ready? Shim Creek in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
I like all the boats. Oh.
Downtown Charleston. Turkeys in the road. Come on, turkeys. Day 2 in Charleston, and it is pretty wet. So we'll see how it goes. A lawyer, a nurse, and a teacher, and a reporter walking in Charleston, South Carolina. Uh-oh. Rich person's house, rich person's house, rich person's house, rich person's house. It's like the ultimate frat community. Rich person on a porch. Rich house in Charleston in the pouring rain during a tropical storm during a pandemic. The ultimate Charleston image. Lincoln, puppy, gas lamps, $1 million house.
St. Luke's Lutheran was in, might still be the tallest, well, it's probably not the tallest building in Charleston anymore, but that was the tallest building in South Carolina forever.
In South Carolina, the state?
Fire.
Rich person's house, rich person's house, rich person's house. The Charleston slave market. They used to send their slaves. Fun fact, they did not actually sell slaves here. Charleston residents simply sent their slaves to go pick up stuff at this market. Not that it makes it any better, but the more you know. Empty. Sign of wealth if there ever was one. Here in the battery. So we are at the battery. It does the massive cannons to my left and to my right, used to blow up Yankees. Well, on our last morning in Charleston, South Carolina, it is finally sunny. Although we're leaving today. Please Lord, let it be sunny in Savannah, Georgia. These storms have been rubbish. We are now in Georgia, 5 miles to Savannah. We made it to Savannah. Cheap hotel. I wanted to see the fountain. For a walk in Savannah, go to the Forsyth Park. Why do people come to Savannah?
They have an open container.
You can walk around with alcohol?
Yeah, you can walk around with alcohol.
If you live back north like we do and you're wondering what the mask situation is down in Georgia, there is no mask situation. I see nobody wearing a mask.
Not a single person out here in a mask.
I don't even think there's any rules for wearing masks. Johnson Square.
It literally is calling, it's a shack.
We're at Broughton Street. All right, so this is the main street apparently. Right Square, Savannah, Georgia. Statue for a railroad tycoon. Look at this golden state capitol. A lot of squares. This has a very pirate looking dude. Captain Barbarossa, founder of importing peaches. I mean, who cares? Some old guy. I saw something that was like early American novelist.
I saw this.
I was like, I mean... This is a very impressive house in Savannah. This is the front door. Made it to the fountain. All right, we're at the City Market in Savannah. Top of the Grove, right by City Market in Savannah. Look at this horse and carriage. This is a cool part of Savannah. Look at that. This is a really old part of Savannah. The river is right there, and this is like the river walk. That is cool. We're at Tybee Beach off the coast of Georgia. There's the Atlantic Ocean. We just stole the towels from the hotel. Enjoy a few hours, even though it's 1,000 degrees out. Welcome to the south in the United States. At Tybee Beach, we're trying to get in a little more sun before it rains. All right, we're back from Tybee Island. We're gonna try to go find some sushi.
Ramen place.
Ramen. Find some ramen in Savannah, Georgia. On to dinner. Wait, I don't have a key. Best Western in Savannah. Would you recommend it, Delaney?
No.
Yeah, no natural light, no overhead light, and no internet.
Okay though.
Location, pretty good. Location is a 7.
Parking costs a lot of money.
Yeah, this parking was $20 a day. Luxury parking. I had to park it myself for $22. All right, we found a ramen spot. It's pretty cute. They got some anime playing in the back. How is it? I'd give this one a thumbs up for ramen in Savannah. Just saw this really cool piece of art that is the Last Supper, but full of manga and anime characters. So that'd be like Jesus and Judas. It's really well done with the little dogs underneath the tables. The artist's name is, check out Breezy Art.
As a foreigner to the South, I like Savannah.
We're on a rooftop now in Savannah. It's got a great view.
General Sherman presented it to Lincoln during the Civil War as a Christmas present. But I find it a good metaphor. Savannah feels like an ornament on the eastern white pine.
Probably the dopest spot we've been to in Savannah. Definitely gotta come here if you're in Savannah.
Its streets are smooth with understated twinkle. The best way I can describe Savannah is a very good place to disappear for a while. If I ever do something terrible, look for me in Savannah. I'll be reading a book quietly, protected by the moss and the menace of even darker secrets buried below Confederate men.
Florida sets a new COVID death record. We are headed to Florida today.
The COVID-19 checkpoint.
Uh-oh.